So Notch is unhappy being rich. Big surprise. There's actually studies that show after making $75,000 a year, the level of happiness does not increase but levels off. So no matter how much more money you make, you won't be happy. I think there's something to be said in the fact that one can be content with their life versus being more happy. I'll tell you what, if I was a billionaire, I would be quite content with myself, and I would probably be using my money to make other people happy, as that seems the correct path to go. So apparently he sold his company for $2.5 billion, and he has all the money he could ever hope for. But Marcus Pearson Notch is having issues, and he's expressing his issues on Twitter, and I feel for the man. So let's talk about these tweets. The problem with getting everything is you run out of reasons to keep trying. The human interaction becomes impossible due to this imbalance. Hanging out in Ibiza with a bunch of friends, partying with famous people, do whatever I want. I've never felt more isolated. He continues on, found a great girl, but she's afraid of me and my lifestyle and went with a normal person instead. I would musk and try to save the world, but that just exposes me for the same type of assholes that made me sell Minecraft again. And people who made sudden success are telling me this is normal and it will pass. Good to know. I guess I'll take a shower then. So I understand where the guy's coming from. When you have a life and within years it transforms into something else, things begin to change in you. Like, for example, if you apply this to me on a much smaller scale, I used to be in the military and I used to have to socialize all the time with people I liked or I didn't like. And now I'm fairly isolated due to the fact that all my friends left the town that I moved back to, and they're not here, so I'm in an isolated situation where I talk more to the internet than I do to actual other people. Of course, I have my wife and kid, then that's not an issue. And I'm not alone because I find solace very comforting. I'm happy being by myself. I'm happier being by myself than being fake. But Notch, man, okay, I understand where you're coming from. And this is a heartfelt piece of advice from me. You need to find a reason to live. No one is going to hand you a reason to live on the pedestal. And it doesn't have to be some crusade to save anyone. You could just be a charitable person. I mean, take for example, look, I'm just going to use myself as an example because I don't like to throw other people under the bus. So rather than talking about some random homeless guy, I'm going to use myself for an example. If Notch gave me $100,000, just handed me $100,000. Do you know how far that would change my life? I would not only be able to pay off my student loans, I would be able to get a house for my family. I would be able to move out of this crap townhouse that I live in. I would be able to pay for college completely again and hone my skills to a greater level and influence people more and more on a grander scale and be better at what I do. Now again, that's just me as an example. As I give a lot of my checks to charity, I always give 10% of what I earn to people who need it. Across YouTube, people who need microphones, webcams, people who need help just paying bills in general. And I feel that charity does help, to an extent. It's not giving yourself to the craft. It's not being 100% fake. It's not being one of these phony people of Hollywood or California. It's more just giving what you need to an individual. You don't have to go down to a soup kitchen and serve. You don't have to make a soup kitchen. You don't even have to donate $100,000 to create a soup kitchen. It's just interacting personally with people who need the help, giving the charity, changing people's lives. When you have it all, you have to find a reason to live. And if your reason to live is to influence people on YouTube like mine is, to guide the youth of the world, to tell the news, and to let people understand what you've been through and to stop the war from being pulled over their eyes. Notch, you have experience in the industry. You understand how things work. If you got on YouTube and you started talking about the stuff that happens in the industry, more people would probably listen to you than some Joe Schmo who's a startup. And I understand how that works, but it would be very good for you. It would give you a purpose. It would give you something to do and things of that nature. And a lot of people would love to hear about your experiences. A lot of people would love to hear about how you made Minecraft and things of that nature. We have all these lore videos on the internet, but you yourself have yet to get on and actually talk in depth about your own game. So why not make more games? Why not make commentaries? Why not do something that you fully enjoy? If you were originally interested in programming games and having a great time doing so, then why not do it again? You're rich. No one says you have to make the next Mojang. No one cares if you're successful. Honestly, I don't care if you're a failure or a success, man. It's just about your happiness. So if you can't ever find being content with yourself as something that is important in your life, you will never reach happiness. And this isn't some spirituality bullshit. It's just straight. If you're not content, you will never be happy. You will always be seeking your next fix. So drugs, alcohol, gambling, women, these are all things that will drive a man to get in trouble, get themselves in situations that they would never get themselves in if they had a drive and a motive. You are a success, Notch, and I hope you do better in the future, honestly. I feel that you are going through a tough time, a lonesome time, an empty time, and I would offer my friendship to you. But I doubt very much you would ever even see this video or even see the tweets that I sent to you. And I understand that. You're a big influential man and you get bombarded with stuff. But just know that I, along with the Minecraft community, support you fully and wholeheartedly hope you do better, man. So this is Protomario, and I'm signing out. Good gaming, and as always, God bless. And now, the important decision of joining the Maverick Rebellion. We are a tight group of individuals who rebel against stereotypes and greater evils that are commonly accepted. ISPs, children being conned out of games, sexism in video games, enough is enough, and the Mavericks have had it. If you choose to subscribe, or stay subscribed, you are joining the fight against injustice by watching my numerous video topics. From net neutrality to publishers covering up botched releases, the Mavericks are always informed on the issues plaguing your gaming experience today. So don't be left out in the cold, and don't let those people keep you down. Join the Maverick Rebellion today and become a member of the community that will listen and engage with you. What are you waiting for? Just click subscribe and you'll be in good company. Mavericks unite!